Hi, I'm Tanner Sherlock. I'm the campus director at Chadron State College, Chi Alpha, and this is my story. I came to Christ in Chi Alpha at Chadron State College, and for me I was actually tricked into coming to Chi Alpha. I was told that there would be good-looking girls there, and at the time I called it Chi Alpha, and I was sold instantly. Well, I actually show up and I'm getting ready to go into what I called Chi Alpha, and one of my friends stopped me because at the point in time I was only really interested in alcohol and girls. And one of my friends stopped me and said, "Oh, you're going to that church thing. Good luck." And I was like, "Oh man, what did I get myself into?" And I go to Chi Alpha and I'm just hooked instantly. I wasn't sure what exactly hooked me at the time, but I just knew that I felt comfortable and I felt home there. And so I continued to go to Chi Alpha. Eventually we go to this yearly conference called SALT. And at that point in time it was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And we go to this event called SALT, and at the event they have an altar call and they ask people who have never given their life to Christ if they wanted to. And so I gave my life to Christ at SALT in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I could just remember just absolutely just weeping, just tears, and it actually started one of my favorite sayings of, "If there's no snot, it's not real." And so I just remembered feeling God was real at that point in time, and just knowing that it wasn't just some story that you read in the Bible, that the God that we believe in was actually real and actually could interact with us. And it was also at that SALT that I ended up being baptized in the Holy Spirit. And so I go back to my campus and I'm on fire and I'm ready to reach the people, I'm ready to reach the campus. And then as soon as I show up, that's not what the campus is ready for. The opposition was so great that it became easy to become discouraged. Immediately I realized that some of my best friends no longer wanted to hang out with me because I was only really interested in talking about Jesus, and they didn't want to hear that. And so I continued, I realized that what was more important to me was sharing the love of Christ and being real about the experience I had, and my faith was more important than just lying to somebody and telling them that the way they were living their life was perfectly okay. Not to the point where you're slapping them over the head with a Bible, but still presenting the gospel to them every day. At first it cost me a few friends. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had friends that just straight up didn't want to hang out with me anymore because I was that Jesus freak. I was that awkward person that nobody wanted to talk to at first. But as the years have passed, I've come to realize that those same friends that dropped me right off the bat, now when they have problems, they come to me. They ask me, how can you help me, Tanner? I'm so broken. This is going wrong in my life. I can't fix this. What's your advice? And I've realized that over the years, those same friends that dropped me right off the bat, the reason they dropped me was because they were hurting and they were feeling convicted, and whatever their reason was, but later in life, the truth of Jesus Christ's sacrifice and what it means to you and what it means to me can still mean the same thing to them. You still have to share the gospel. You're called to share the gospel. If you truly loved your friends, you would share the gospel with them, even if it meant them no longer being friends with you. Because we cannot bottle it up. We can't hide it. We can't suppress it to a point where we just go around appeasing everybody else. And if you just look at it this way, that if I truly loved my friends, I would share the gospel with them, even if it meant losing them, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to lose them forever. Because God works in such an awesome way that those same friends, eventually something's going to happen in their life that's going to lead them looking for answers. And to bring it full circle, the thing that happened to me that got me looking for more answers was on May 21st, the day before my birthday. I found myself in jail because of a drinking and driving incident before I had given my life to Christ. And as I'm sitting there in jail, the jailer walks by and he says, "Is there any books that you want to read?" And the only thing I could think of was the Bible. And as I'm sitting there in the jail cell, I don't even remember if I actually read any words from the Bible, but I could just remember praying to God, asking God, "God, help me. Help me fix this. Help me fix this. Whatever it takes, just help me. And God met my needs through various friends getting me to go to Chi Alpha. You can be that friend that is there for somebody when the world seems broken and they finally hit rock bottom. You need to be that friend. And so I just want to encourage you after camp, just because the world hits you and there's an opposition and it just becomes easy to lose that high, that you need to maintain it no matter what. You need to maintain your faith, especially in this world.